Welcome, guys, to a private server in Forsaken. Now, I'm not kidding. I want to talk about intros and outros, starting with the Slasher. Now, Killer Kyle. Killer Kyle can have his own intro. His own intro, walking into an alley, right? In like an alleyway. And then he's walking towards the player who's playing as him, right? He raises up his sword, right? And then he laughs. And then he swings the sword at them. And then in his outro, he walks out of that alleyway and then he screams, "Yeah!" Like not the word yeah, but he just screams, the raising pace. They could put that for his outro, use it in his outro. And we have Pursuer. Pursuer can be in dire death, or he could just be like, and he kills the hot dog dude. And he's like, fresh meat. Like, fresh meat. Subject Zero. He can dead serious. And what I mean by dead serious, he can dead serious be at a birthday party and looking at the birthday person and say, "I want to taste your lungs," and ending up slicing them. Just slicing them. Because they don't even have their own outros. Subject Zero has his own intro. Pursuer has his own intro, like his own intro. But Killer Kyle doesn't have his own intro or outro. And then we got Cool Kid. So we're gonna talk about Blue Dude. Now, instead of that same damn place that Cool Kid is at, and they put Blue Dude with stickers on the top of the space, right? On top of the sky, right? They can go ahead and put Blue Dude getting up from his chair, walking out his room. He says, "Guys, I'll be right back." He gets up, walking out his room, right? And then he goes out ahead, and when you win with him, he comes back to his room, and he's just like, "I am back. Let's go ahead and play some games." Tell me that wouldn't be fire. Come on, that would be fire. And then we have Pretty Princess. This is the wand in her hand. That wand in her hand. You see that wand in her hand? She could be walking out her home, and then she's like this, just something like that, I don't even know why I did that, but she can do that in her intro, and in her outro, she can dead serious. You see the pink moon? The pink moon is in the background. She could be looking at the pink moon in her outro or walking back to her house. And then closes the door behind her. Because they already did Mafioso's intro. Like, his intro with his boys. And his outro is a fountain. Perfect intro, perfect outro. And you have John Doe. Now, John Doe, right? We're gonna go at the bottom right here. We have Geometry. Now, I don't know anything about Geometry. I don't know a thing about Geometry. Thing is that I don't even give a damn about Geometry. But he can have his own intro and his own outro. Instead of it being the same thing, like John Doe, outro and intro, every single round. I know the text is different. But I'm just saying, they could dead serious. They could dead serious put his intro and have his own intro and have his own outro. Like that's it. And then which I don't even know a damn thing about Geometry. Like his intro could be like in his background picture right here, he's running, and he sees a survivor. He's running towards that survivor. And his outro is that he catches that survivor and throws them on the ground and then impales them. Instead of being the same outro animation, just him kicking down the user, like the John Doe user, kicking down the user, and then they're trying to crawl away, and then John Doe just steps to the side and then stabs them. So we have Demon King. Demon King. Look at the name. King. He probably has a kingdom. A kingdom. He can go ahead and walk back to his kingdom. 2017 could be a game from 2017, right? And his outro can be a game that a video that came out in 2017. Or it could be different. It could be different. Like him role playing. Or some Gas Harpoon. And I heard the Gas Harpoon news. He got rid of the voice lines. The music. The Last Man Standing. They got rid of it. They got rid of it, man. He has his own intro. Okay. I know he has his own outro. But how about we just change that with him on his ship, right? With his harpooners. Right? With his harpooners. And then in his outro, he screams, "Harpooners, fire!" And they fire. Instead of it just being the same thing like John Doe, like stabbing Ishmael. Or it could be him fighting against Ishmael, right? And then he catches her off guard, and then boom, impales her. And then she falls on the ground and boom, GG. Living legend. He could be chasing down, like, the user's friend, one by one, and then he reaches to the last friend of that user, right? And he just goes ahead and grabs the user's friend and stabs him. And it's a black and red screen. A black and red screen. That'll be it. Black and red screen. You have yourself. Yourself can just be looking at the mirror. Your Roblox user is looking at that mirror, right? And this goes to the other yourself, right? Your user is looking at that mirror, and they're looking at the yourself skin, yourself. And then that yourself skin is looking at that mirror. And then your Roblox user turns around and looks at the camera. And boom, now I'm in it. And Annihilation skin from Just Shapes and Beats, right? It could be just him killing the friend Elliot skin. Like, chasing after the friend Elliot skin, right? And then stab the friend Elliot skin. Like, he catches up to the friend Elliot skin. Stabs him. Outro. 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 And for Noli, No, bro. Look. Y'all has his own intro, not his own outro. Like, he could have had his own outro saying, "You are an idiot," shaking the user, and then boom, he throws the user off the balcony. Boom. The Possessed. The Possessed can have their little SCP prisoner dudes, right? One of them sees the mask. They pick it up, put it on their face. You see in this profile, this picture, he's trying to take off the crown or the mask. So he either is trying to take off the mask or crown. And then he can't, and the mask or the crown just controls him. And then that'll be it. Into his outro. For his outro, it could have been like the SCP, like the SCP scientists, the SCP guards, and the SCP gel dude, right? Gel dudes, right? And they could be in, all three of them can be in that outro. Artful, he has his own intro, not his own outro. His own outro can dead serious. Let me turn the volume down real quick. I should not forget. Let's get back to it. His own outro can just be like him doing the magic trick that he does in his intro right instead of doing it wrong. He does it right and everybody is clapping. Everybody is clapping. Boom. And then we move on to 1X. Now, 1X, I know he has his own intro. Actually, he has his own intro and own outro. So we're gonna skip him. So basically, we have Guest 66. Now Guest 66. Now I'm not kidding. They added the Hungry skin. Now they could dead serious like have the Hungry skin in his own intro. That he is in that town looking for another survivor to eat. And then he looks at a survivor, right? Into the game. You win as him, right? He ends up grabbing that survivor and then throwing that survivor in his mouth. And then nom. Easy as that. Now, Nosferatu, he has his own intro and own outro. That's it. I'm like, basically, what I'm trying to get is that they could have give Kirakayo, Nun, Pursuer, Subject Zero, Combat Imitation, and Blue Dude. Oh yeah, I forgot about Cupcake's Cool Kid. So Cupcake's Cool Kid, he can dead serious have his own intro and outro. His own intro is like seeing a cupcake, right? He sees that cupcake, right? He sees a cupcake, right? A cupcake. And he eats that cupcake. Now, he eats that cupcake. Boom. He gets straight into the game. Now, straight into the game, it's him eating another cupcake. And there's a voice line of him saying, "I am Cupcake Cool Kid. Cupcake's Cool Kid." That was terrible. Let me try that again. So in this intro, he could be walking to a birthday party, right? He sees a cupcake. He sees that cupcake, and then in his intro, right? I mean, in his outro. His outro can dead serious have him like just as as like basically the user's friend. The user's friend. He picks up the user's friend and just breaks their neck. Snaps. Just snaps. He snaps their neck, right? He looks at the cupcake and picks it up. And walks away. Ugh. And I think that will be it. So basically, he could have an intro, he could have an intro, she could have an intro. He already does have an intro and an outro with his boys, and in this his outro. In his outro, it could just be like him, like it's just him in a fountain, and that's cool. That's cool. And then I think that'll be it. That is gonna be it. So this really took this. I actually did set this like a minute ago. Oh yeah. The own survivors can have maybe the own survivors can have their own outros, too. Oh yeah, did I say knowing milestones? I think I did. I don't know, knowing milestones? Did I say knowing milestones? I don't think I did. Okay, so for the knowing milestones, right? His milestone could be him chasing a user, right? Or the user's friend. He catches up to that user. He throws him up, and then he makes him disappear. And then he's like, let's go to the beginning. Instead of that old intro that he kicks the screen and he says bye bye and teleports away. Let's make him chase a user friend or chase that user who was playing as him, right? He's chasing that user's friend or user. He catches up to them, throws them up in the sky, and makes them disappear. And then he looks at the camera, right? And he's like, bye bye, and then he disappears. That would have been fire. That would have been fire. What skin is next? Let me see. Bra R? Where's Bra R? No, not that skin. Yeah, the nun. Okay, let's go with the nun. So the nun could just be the nun walking out a church. The nun is walking out that church, right? It's walking out that church. And then in its outro, in his outro or her outro, right? Her outro could just be like walking back into that church with the user's friend or user's body in his hand. Boom. Simple as that. Simple as that. And they walk in. Then the nun closes the door. The nun closes the door. And then boom, that'll be it. And that will be it for this video. Actually, let's do the All-Star. The All-Star can have the John Doe. John Doe. He jumps up, catches the ball, and he's running to that goal, and instantly in the game, right? So, in that round, you win. Like, you win that round. Like, you win that round. He runs to that goal, he reaches the goal, and then he hits like an emote. Like, any emote, like from this, like, he hits like this type of emote. And then boom, that'll be it. Like, tell me that wouldn't be fire. Okay, and I'm gonna stop wasting your guys' time, and I will be doing my outro. So let's get an actual outro this time. Okay, guys, bye bye.